Once upon a time, in a small coastal village, there was a clever and fearless cat named Father Cat. He was a large and strong cat, with golden fur like the morning sun and green eyes that gleamed like emeralds under the moonlight. But there was something even more special about him. He was the bravest father of all. Father Cat had a very mischievous kitten, a little cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was as curious as could be, always exploring, always investigating, always sticking his tiny paws where he shouldn't. He loved the beach and spent hours jumping through the shallow waves, chasing little fish, and playing with colorful seashells the ocean brought to shore. One day, while Father Cat was napping under a big palm tree, Whiskers saw something shining in the sea. It was a tiny silver fish swimming so fast it looked like a streak of light darting through the water. Fascinated, the little kitten ran deeper into the ocean, farther than he ever should have gone. Little did he know that, in the dark, deep waters, a danger was lurking. A massive shark with teeth as sharp as knives was silently patrolling the area. His name was Jawsnap the Devastator, the terror of the seas in that region. No fish dared challenge him, no bird dared dive near him, and even humans feared his black fins slicing through the water like sharp blades. Whiskers, however, knew nothing about Jawsnap. The little kitten kept swimming, playing innocently among the waves until he felt something strange, a giant shadow below him. Before he could react, a pair of cold, bright eyes opened beneath the waves. Jawsnap had spotted the tiny intruder in his territory. The massive shark's mouth began to open, his teeth gleaming like tiny white daggers. Whiskers meowed in fright and tried to swim back, but the waves were strong, and he had gone too far. Then, a sound cut through the air, a fierce roar, a battle cry. Father Cat had woken up and saw the terrifying scene before his eyes. His kitten was in danger. Without hesitation, he ran to the water's edge and, without a second thought, leaped. It was a magnificent leap, worthy of the greatest heroes, and he dove directly between Whiskers and the enormous shark. Jawsnap narrowed his eyes. Was this cat insane? Who dared to challenge the king of the sea? The shark lunged, his mouth opening wide to swallow them both at once. But Father Cat was no ordinary cat. He twisted in midair and landed a perfect strike with his sharp claws directly on the shark's snout. Jawsnap recoiled, surprised, shaking his head. Never before had such a small creature attacked him. But Father Cat didn't stop there. He swam swiftly around the shark, dodging its attacks, scratching and biting wherever he could. He knew he couldn't defeat the shark by strength alone, but he was smarter. Suddenly, a loud rumble came from the depths of the oceana. Massive burst of air bubbled up, pushing the water upwards in a sudden wave. The shock unsettled Jawsnap for just a second, and that was all Father Cat needed. He grabbed Whiskers by the scruff of his neck, and using the powerful wave as momentum, launched himself out of the water and back onto the shore. Both of them tumbled onto the sand, panting, while the shark stayed deep below, furious and confused. When Whiskers looked up at his father, his eyes sparkled brighter than the stars. Father Cat smiled and said firmly, "Little one, the beach is a great place to play, but never, ever swim out too far without me." Whiskers nodded quickly. He would never forget that day. But then something incredible happened. From the depths of the ocean, a shadow rose once more. Everyone pulled back, fearing Jawsnap was returning to finish what he started. But it wasn't the shark. It was the little silver fish. The tiny fish leapt onto the shore and landed right in front of the two cats. And then, something even stranger happened. It spoke. "You followed me into the deep sea and almost got yourself devoured," said the fish. "But your bravery is greater than any I've ever seen." Father Cat and Whiskers stared in astonishment. "Jawsnap may be the king of the sea," the fish continued, "but you, Father Cat, are the true lion of the shore." And with a bright wink, the little fish gave another jump and disappeared back into the waves. Father Cat and Whiskers looked at each other. That day's adventure would be told for generations to come, and no one would ever see the ocean the same way again.